Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. Hang on just a second. Today I'm going to show you how you can make yet another one of those banners, and I'm just going to show you how to manipulate the stuff that you're going to put on it. So this is another thing that came from the bundle, but believe me, if you don't want to get the bundle, you can make your own banner any way you want. But the first thing that I did is once you grab something like this, maybe it's something free that you find, a free SVG, you can manipulate it to be however you'd like it to be. Now I measured my banner and I knew that my piece, and that's it on the right here, could only be 8 inches wide by 10 inches tall because of the size of the smaller banner that I made. So I did just change this size by coming up here and unlocking the lock and making it 8 by 10. And then after that, this is the way it came in on the left. I didn't like the colors or anything, and I knew what colors of flock vinyl I have on hand, so I tried those. So I just kind of came over here. Well, the first thing I had to do, let's pretend I'm making this one now. I had to ungroup it, and after I ungrouped it, I could begin changing it up. So first I'm going to click on the word life, and I'm just going to come up here and change its color. So I'm going to change it to this reddish color. And then it looks like I also, if I look over here at my one I'm trying to duplicate, I came over here to flip-flops, and I also changed that color to that reddish color. Looks like I left this the orangey kind of color, and I made the word is a darker orange, and the word better and in, if I click on that, notice that they're grouped together and I can't come up here and ungroup them. Now there's two ways that we could fix this. We could duplicate this and then contour out one of the words in one of the duplicates, and then in the other one contour out the other word. Or in my opinion, it would be quicker to just slice it out. So to slice, we come over to shapes, get a square, and I'll bring the square down here and stretch it out, and I actually probably should unlock it so I can stretch it the way I really need it to be. Okay, there we go. And now all I have to do is click, since the square or the rectangle is selected, I will just also select, hold down my shift key and select the word, the letter, or the word in. And then I will come up here, or down here, I'm sorry, to slice it out. And now I can get rid of the rectangle and get rid of the black text. And what I'm left with are two pieces that have been sliced apart. So I can bring them up. And I can make this one, if you look over here, I made it orange, so I'll come up to the color and change it to orange. And this one, the word in, I made yellow. Okay. And then I can bring the word flip-flops back down here. Now in my original one that I was trying, I made the flip-flops like glitter gold, and I hated it. So then I did go and make them purple like this instead. And I actually made them a little bit smaller in this one because I only had a piece of purple that was, I think it was 5 by 5 inches, so I made them fit in there. But right now I can just change the color to purple. Oh, I have to change the green dots too. And those I changed to yellow. Alright, so now the next thing I need to do is just grab all of this, and remember my dimensions that I can have. I believe were 8 by 10. I'm going to unlock this and make this 8 and make this 10. I think that's what it was. Okay, I hit the first one, and now I'm going to go to make it. And is better, I'm going to separate that a little bit. And right now I could move this anywhere I want to on the mat, and that's where it would cut. I'm just moving them apart a little bit, and I'm going to mirror it because it is HTV or heat transfer vinyl. And I will just mirror everything, even though that's probably not really necessary to do that. And I'll mirror, obviously. Let's see, what is this? The flip flop. I'm going to mirror everything. And then this one, I'm going to mirror. So then I will just go to continue and select my machine. And as you know, I use the Air 2. And I'm using flock material. And on my Air 2 machine, that cuts perfectly on everyday vinyl. So that's what I'll do. I'll continue on, I'll make it, and I'll meet you over where I'm weeding it. Okay, I have all of the pieces cut now, and I'm ready to start weeding. So I'll start with this first. I'm going to put on my little lights so I can see better. And of course, glitter's a little tough to see, but I thought it'd be really cute to make the flip-flops out of glitter. And I'm using flock for all of this, other than the glitter, because I just love it so, as you know. And I'll have a link for flock down below, several different sources. Lots of places seem to be running out of it because it's become so popular. Somebody has asked if it's hard to weed. Not a bit. You saw the first project that I did in part 1 that was, it could have been a weeder's nightmare if you didn't like to weed. I don't really mind weeding. That one was quite a bit of weeding. If you watch the video, I think I said it took me about 40 minutes to weed that bunny. Okay, this vinyl is not really going to be layered because it's not one piece on top of another, but I need to cut this apart carefully. Okay, so it's going to say life is these got put backwards, is better in flip-flops. Life is, that's how it went. Life is better in, and then these little marks, I'll have to look on the example to see how these really get situated. Of course I can do it however I like, but I'll just see what they recommended. These guys got to go in here somehow. I'm not sure if I really like the gold shiny ones. Okay, I checked it out over there, and this is the way it's supposed to be positioned, but I really hated the gold flip-flops. They just didn't seem to fit right, so I recut them out of purple. I also trimmed off a lot of the carrier sheets so that I could line them up on here the way I wanted them to be and get a good look at it. So my heat press has been heated up and I have my Teflon sheet nearby. So what I think I'll do first is the top bit, and this should fit into my, as long as nothing's overlapping with the plastic. Life is. Okay, that looks cute. I don't want to have any of my vinyl overlapping any of the carrier sheets. I'm going to put this down carefully and bring this over. I should have preheated this mat first, which I didn't do. So do what you're told, I guess, from Cricut, not what I'm doing. Always make sure to preheat your piece that you're working on first, because that gets the moisture out of it and just make sure it's really nice and flat. I'm putting some pressure on here. I have it set to 320 for 24 seconds. And remember, since I'm using flock, that it's a cold peel. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to bring it up here, down somewhere where it's cooler. Up here it's a little cooler. I can flip that over and just try to help that grab onto some of that coolness. Or over here. It's just about cold. Okay, that's pretty cold now. So I can peel these off. What I think would be really cute is if I could find some flip-flops rather than having a tassel here, have some little tiny flip-flops hanging here. I think that'd be cute. Okay, life is better in flip-flops. Okay, once again, the Teflon sheet, and I should be able to get all of this in one swoop. So again, I'm giving it some good pressure. I'll let this cool. And then I'm just going to peel it off, and I'll be back to show you what I find. I'm going to look around in my stash to see if I can find anything for a tassel area and something for the tie up here. So I can peel this now just about. It's not quite cold. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, this is really cute. Very cute. Okay, I'll be back. What I'm doing right now is just kind of auditioning. I don't know if any of you quilt, but that's oftentimes what we call it in quilting. Some different pieces that I could use. Hey, that'd be kind of cute. Well, no. Anyway, this would be a nice, because it matches that perfectly, and it would be great for up here. I don't know if it would make a very nice tassel though. Oh. I'm thinking maybe not, right? I don't know, that could be kind of cute. That's a possibility. This one I really liked, and I thought that would be cool, but it's a little too blue. It's not quite as purple as I would like it to be, like the flip-flops. This is pretty for hanging if you like to glitz it up a little bit, but for some reason that doesn't seem like it really goes. There's another one and another one. I like the bling, but it doesn't seem to me to really go with the flock. And this is raffia, so I don't think that would be any good. I don't know. So I guess what I'm going to end up, well, let me open this thing up once and see what this is. What I like to do is when I go to Michael's, when they have this stuff in the clearance aisle section, I like to purchase stuff. Okay, that is, oh, look at that, y'all. If I was to put that on there, not for this one, but wouldn't that be pretty for another one? Ooh, I think that'd be gorgeous. Like I said, I wouldn't add it to this one because it doesn't quite go with it, but that could be really pretty. All right, so I'm back to this, and I'm not sure I have enough of it. I think I can put that there, and I'll try to make a tassel for down here. So I didn't use up any more of this than I had to. I decided to use thread to do the wrapping here at the end around this part. Then I'll just tie this. It sounds like my Cricut's getting, or my EasyPress is turning itself off, which is a nice feature for those of us that forget. Yeah. There's that. Cut these off. Then I can just cut these ends. That's a pretty lame looking. Could be longer. I could have added some other pieces in there as well, but you know what? I kind of like it. That's pretty, and it matches. As I'd shown in the video last time, was I would wrap this around, but rather than wrapping it too much, since I don't have very much, I think I'll just see if I can just tie a knot. Like that. Push it to the back and tie onto here. Okay, again, thank you very much for joining me. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe and comment, ask questions. Come over and check us out on Patreon. Make sure you join our Facebook group, and I'll have the links below or right up above this for the last 2 tutorials that also went along with this one. So again, thanks a lot. See you again soon.